everyone, this is Michael from ePapery, and today I am coming back to share with you the Kleenex box journal cover that I've been working on, and also a little bit about what I'm going to be putting in that journal. So let's get started. If you've seen the first video I did, you know, you should recognize what I have done here. But I do have, at least I thought I did somewhere. Here it is. The prototype that I did, so you can kind of see, you know, how I did this. So we wound up making these two tabs in here. Hopefully you can see what I'm talking about here. Those are tabs that I am going to use to add envelopes to. Now, these are just regular old envelopes that I have taken and just cut the whole top off here. And I've collaged on them, but they're going to fit on these. And then what we'll do is we'll open up this side, and then that will make a little pocket. What I did is I took and glued on the back through right in these, right in here, and closed them shut so that they would glue together. So that's what I did. I glued both of these tabs from the outside of the journal so that they would stay closed. Okay, so that you have these two tabs. I did that after I had covered the journal. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my envelope. I cut the tabs at an angle to make it easier for the envelope. You see, make it easier for the envelope to slide over them. So, okay, so what I'm trying to do is put these in here like this. There, fits, okay? And then I will go ahead and glue them in there on those tabs. And this part will open up, and it will be a pocket where you can store whatever you might want to store in it. Now, this journal, I don't know if I mentioned it before or not, but this journal is going to be a gratitude journal for me. And also, I guess I should show you how I fixed my problem. When I was making the cover, I inadvertently put the hole for the tab on the bottom instead of on the top. And so I was thinking, what am I going to do? Because I don't want to have to tear it all apart and change it. So what I did is I just made the tag, and here's my tag, and I added some lace to the bottom, and I just stuck it in the bottom. And then now it has lace on the bottom of the journal, the front bottom part of the journal. So that's all I did to fix that. I'm going to take my cutter. I thought I saw a piece of paper. Yeah, this one is not down thoroughly. So now you could take and sew this around. I don't think I'm going to do that. But I'm going to take the envelope. It's open on one end, okay? I'm going to take and open it with just a very slight sliver on the other side. And hopefully I got that straight. Looks kind of sort of straight. Okay. I have basically this with an opening on both sides. And I actually made two of these. So I'm going to start with the back one. So I'm going to put some glue on here. And I'm going to be, I don't know, fairly generous, not overly generous, but I want, you know, the whole tab with glue on it. So okay, then I've got it on the one side. I'm going to turn it around and put glue on the other side of that tab. Got the glue. I'm going to take this, open it, push it all the way down to the end, and make sure that I get that tab in there. Okay, and then I'm going to press on that tab. Now you want to make sure that you've gotten the tab down, you know, as far as you can get it. The envelope down on the tab as far as you can get it. So there. Now I have a pocket. And I think I might put a thumb hole in there. And I think I'm going to do it from both sides just because. So I'm going to do it for, and I'm just eyeballing this. It doesn't have to be. And it's not very big. Ooh. There. Now I had inked this envelope before I put it in here. But now I might want to add just a little bit of ink to that thumb hole there. Now I didn't put any paper on the inside of this envelope, which you could do because you can see kind of like the white of it, but I'm not overly concerned about that. So I'm just going to leave that. All right, we got one down. Now I'm going to take this other one and do the same thing. That's those envelopes. I'm going to try something different with this. What I am going to do is use elastic for the signatures. I have this round elastic I think I bought when we were making masks. I'm not sure. And I'm going to put an eyelet. I've already marked this. I probably should have done this before I put the envelopes in, but you know, why should we make it easy? I've marked it in the center, so it winds up that this is, well, if I go from here to where it's, you know, a little bit from there to where it closes as, is about an inch, if you can kind of see. So I just took half of that and used a half an inch, and I just marked up here and down here. So I am going to take this, and I'm on the bigger of the holes. And I'm sorry, I might get my head in here because I need to kind of see what I'm doing. All right, so I got that in there. I'm going to punch a hole. There's one hole. Okay. Now it didn't punch very well through the fabric, but that's okay. We can still get there. And then I'm going to punch another hole. Okay. On the bottom. There. Okay. I think I might try and punch this one again because I think if I do, the fabric will come out of there. Yeah, there we go. So that's one side. Now I'm going to take the other side and do the same thing. And then I'm going to stick this one there and this one down there. I'm going to pull them together because I want it on the outside so that when I glue my lace on there, that I'm also gluing the tie on this elastic. That's what I want. Now, I want it to be fairly tight, okay, because you know, elastic will stretch over time, and I want it to hold in my pages. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take it that way, put my finger on it, try and go through the other way. I'm never very good at tying knots, so let's see. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So, and I think like I said, I think I'm just going to leave that because I'm going to leave a little on there, but not a lot. Because when I glue my lace on there, it should hold that. Okay. Okay, I forgot to mention that I did sew around the journal. So hopefully that'll, you know, help keep the fabric from unraveling, etc. So the reason I did it this way is because I want to keep this journal from like year to year. So what I'm going to do is just take and flip my pages in this way. Hopefully this works. I might have to cut down some of these pages, but okay, so there. So now I have my pages in there like that, and I can, you know, go ahead and decorate them as I wish. Let's put this other one here. Now these I had just chosen papers. The papers that I chose, I think most of them were from, the digitals were from Gail Augustinelli's feed sack, which I thought were so cute. It's hard for me sometimes to step out of my comfort zone when it comes to colors and whatnot. And so this time I decided I wasn't going to care, because most of the time when I've done journals, I've done them with a kit, okay? And the kit has always, you know, kind of, now see, I'm going to have to trim some of these because they're too long. So we'll have to take those out and trim them. So I've just done them with kits. But I thought, you know, I want to do one that isn't with kits, you know, so that I can put whatever color in it I like and not be concerned about it. So that's kind of what I did here. Although, like I said, here I'm going to have to trim down some of these papers, which I will do. Okay, I also had put some trim around the window. because it was kind of, you know, a little ragged and whatnot. And then I thought, if I can find it now, what I did, just to remind me of one of my things that I'm so grateful for, which is my grandchildren. I'm going to take and put on the corner here one of the wax seals that Liam made the other day in our video together. And hopefully that will stay and I won't have too many problems with it. But so I think I'm going to try that. Give that a whirl and see if I can get that on there. And trying to decide if I want it to be, I don't know. I think I wanted it to be flatter than that, but which is fine. Okay, I think what I will do is put a little bit of Fabri-Tac on this top so that I can, so it'll stay down. That is, if I can get the Fabri-Tac out of the bottle. Okay, and I think, I don't know if I want it that way. I think I do. And then okay, gotta wipe this off. Okay, put some glue there so that it kind of stays down a little bit. And then just a little bit there because I don't want that to show through the ribbon. And then I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac to glue this onto the ribbon some. And hopefully it won't break and come off. If it does, I'll just have him make me a new one since he loves to do it so much. Oh, if you haven't watched the video, I know it's not the best quality as far as the video goes, as far as being in frame or anything, but the dialogue with him is just adorable. So, okay, so I'm going to stick that there, hold that down for a minute. And there, now I have my seal from Liam. Okay, so there's the front of my gratitude journal. I'm going to see what I can do about decorating the spine. I was thinking of putting this on there. So I'm going to do two pieces of it. It's hard to see what's the right side and what's the wrong side. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to cut another piece that will go there, the same length. Okay, my scissors. Okay. And then what I'm going to do, so then that'll go like right there, which means when you fold this over, you will just see the little scallopy on the laces. Put these on there. This one's going to be a little further over, but that's okay because there's not a whole lot on the back. So I'm going to trim this with a pinking shears. Let's see if I need to. Okay. Because I don't want it hanging over too much. So there. Save that. So there we go. That should work pretty good. So now let's take and cut this one off too. That one's already cut at the top. We'll cut it at the bottom here. And I make them match up a little bit anyway. Okay. Glue them on. And hopefully that will keep the lace, the elastic tight in there also. So I'm going to start with this one because I don't want it to come over. So there's the fold. I don't want it to come over too far on the there is the cover. Now I think I want to put something here. So all I did was just take and bend over the end and sew it so that it's not going to unravel. And now I'm going to take and see if I can get enough glue on this. There is my gratitude journal. I am going to cut down some of the pages, and then I will come back and I'm going to do some decorating. I'm not going to do a lot because most of what I want to do in here is journal. So, but I will, you know, put some decorative things in here. I do some stenciling because I have some white paper, that kind of thing. So I guess that's it for now. I'm not sure if I'll come back again to show you what I'm doing as I decorate it, or if I'll just do it and then come back on and show you what I did. At any rate, there is a journal out of a Kleenex box, and the spine is, you know, somewhat flexible, so you could probably, you know, shove a lot in here. But anyway, there you go. And we even showed you how to fix a mistake. I hope that everybody is doing good and having a great summer. And we will be back again soon. We'll see you then. Bye, everyone. I found this, which is a trim piece off of a, like a pillowcase. It was a string or to tie something or whatever on a pillowcase. And I kind of like it. So I think I'm going to do that.